Is ADHD your superpower? It might be. That's entirely up to you. Today I'm going to talk about the benefits and the taxes of having an ADHD brain so that you can be aware of what you're up against. Now, in terms of benefits, let's call it a superpower, call it whatever you want. Basically, an ADHD brain is not a deficit of attention where our brains have interest. So if something interests you, it's like driving a Porsche on the Autobahn. Your brain is superpowered. That, my friend, would be your superpower. When you find something that interests you at the intersection of something that's useful and positive as opposed to, well, video games. So when you find that sweet spot, the world is your ADHD oyster, and life can be really cool when you hit your stride. Finding the stride is different for everyone. Once you find your sweet spot where you're able to channel your energy in a direction that's positive for you and positive for the rest of the world. Now that's the pro of the ADHD brain. What I would maybe not call a con, but perhaps a tax you pay, is that when you are not in your zone of genius or interest, you pretty much poop out. And here's what most people won't tell you because they don't know yet. Your brain has less tolerance for things that don't interest you as you get older. So there's a lot I could say to that to younger ADHD brains, but to keep it on topic today, I will call that an ADHD tax. And what's the best way to pay that tax? To get back into your zone of genius. So what does that mean? You know when you hear personal development people say, follow your bliss, do what brings you joy. We all take those as cute little sayings, but for the ADHD person, it's actually life critical. We are never going to be our best unless we're in our zone of interest. So it behooves you to find out what that is, find out your particular strengths, and apply them to something that's going to be useful in the world. Then you will have the Porsche on the Autobahn lifestyle as opposed to driving a Pinto with square wheels. So I hope that was something that just gave you a little bit of perspective on the ADHD brain. If you want to dive deeper and figure out your special sauce, then get in touch with me. My link is below. And of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next week for a little short tidbit on living your best ADHD life. Talk to you soon.